public safety answer points, to name a few. His leadership and dedication has helped to transform this campus into the vibrant community it is today. It's me a great pleasure to ask Daryl to join me for the unveiling. Where are you, Daryl? Lyons Park in recognition of an extraordinary dedication to the community and unwavering leadership to the Brooks Development Authority. Board of Directors 2005 to 2012, Board Chairman 2008 to 2011, Treasurer 2005 to 2008, and he went off the board December the 11th in 2012.
Thank you, Reba. There's so many people to thank. First of all, this is a bit overwhelming, so it's just quite an honor. Of course, I want to thank everyone with BDA. I want to specifically point out Debbie. She's really just helped a lot. Debbie's right there for Alice. She's been there from the beginning, really. And so thank you, Debbie. I appreciate it. And again, I could thank a lot of people. I have to thank my staff, my business partner Joseph Schitze, for holding down the fort while I ran out of the office quite a bit to do work down here. So thank you. And of course, my wife was very supportive. She's over there with her kids during that 7-year time frame when I was serving. And obviously, I was way in over my head. But there's so many good people around me, and that had institutional knowledge. Real briefly, I remember kind of the catalyst for this is we were coming back on our honeymoon, Caress and I, and the plane was relatively empty, and there's a guy on the plane that looked like he was on the news, and I went back there to talk to him. I thought he was a sports commentator, and it was Ed Garza, and he was the mayor, and we started chatting, and I told him I wanted to get involved in the city. I had some thoughts, and so he put me on this board. And what had happened ultimately at that time is the campus was closed. You still had to go through security to get here, and it still had very much a feel of it was a military operation. And there's a lot of pride in the history of this piece of property here in San Antonio. I don't want to steal anybody's thunder, but there's history here that's worth recognizing, from Lindbergh to JFK's last speech to the invention of Tang right here, and some of the missions that were executed as a result of this base. I can't really pinpoint anything in particular, but I'm sure it saved the lives of many of the families that are here today, and so I'm very thankful for the history here. And what we had identified initially was that the Air Force was moving on to different missions, whether in Wright-Patterson or at Lackland, and we had to replace the revenue that was coming in, and so that was our objective. And that financial, inclination that I have was the reason I got so involved. That successful transition has taken place, and this development authority is financially solvent, and they're starting a new chapter. And as you can see, there's a lot of opportunity here, and from this retail development you see right behind us to the hospital that you can see in the horizon over there. I just encourage you to maybe take a tour around here and just look at the convergence of history and the future, and it's really bright for this community. And so I'm really excited. And those that know my family, the roots of San Antonio run real deep and on all parts of the city, not just the north side, but from Burbank and John Jay. And so I'm very proud of this community, and I'm proud of what's happening on the south side. And Reba's a catalyst for this. She's very enthusiastic about this community, and so she's been very helpful. So she's going to take that baton and run it forward. So again, thank you everybody for being here today, and I appreciate your time. And,
he was a great leader and worked tirelessly helping us all the time. There's a few people we need to recognize, and I'm going to ask them to wave their hands since we're all standing. First of all, Daryl's wife, with great children, and I understand his mother is here, back over there. We're delighted you're here with us. And we have one elected official with us, our County Commissioner, Tommy Atkinson. Tommy, thank you. And our interim president until tomorrow, Roland Lozano. And then we just can't say enough about the staff. And Daryl pointed out Debbie, and she is a great leader as far as working with the board, but there's many other staff members here that have helped put this together and make it what it is today. So I'd like to thank all of you for joining us today, and the Darrell W. Lyons Park will be the place for children can play in the community that is shaping their economy future. Is there anyone here that would like to comment before we shut down completely?
Way to go, son.
Thank you very much, Reba, and for your service over the years and devotion to this success. Back when Brooks Air Force Base was listed by the FRAC Commission as scheduled for closure, this community went into defensive mode and tried everything possible to save it. And that was around the time that they said, they can't close Kelly, largest single site employer west of the Mississippi. They closed Kelly. They closed Brooks. But what the Brooks Development Authority Board has done, to their credit, is they have made lemonade out of lemons, and they have transitioned this place into not just a place of obvious beauty, but a place of economic vitality, a place not just where Hangar 9 is, not just where that wonderful skylight that would sweep the community for all the planes coming in, not just a place where this little baby boom child played on his swing set watching these all prop, no jet planes coming in 300 feet above my backyard. I was like the little kid in the opening scene of The Great Waldo Pepper. It was like, wow, I knew something great had happened, and that we helped win World War II. We led the process, and greatness existed here, not just because of all the people that have come through. Yes, that too. We should always remember what took place here, and the greatness of the country that made it happen, and the greatness of the people who are carrying it forward for the next generation. For Daryl's children, and for all of their colleagues who will also do great things, I say thank you, congratulations, and best wishes for all happiness on this playground. Thank you.
On some additional future work for this community, and those of you that live out here have seen what the upcoming of Brooks has done for our area with new restaurants, stores, and we're not through yet, so keep on going. And I think we should thank the good Lord for not raining on us. Thank you.